Well, it's a double-edged sword. I mean, you're confident that they had to use a lot of energy to win last night, but then again, you don't expect a great team like Nebraska to have 2 rough nights in a row. So I would expect Nebraska to come out and really be focused and play well tonight.
Here's Beck. Setting it up for Pressey, and couldn't control the dig on the other side was Banworth, and Cal strikes first, 1-0.
You're going to see Angie Pressey going up here and doing what she does best, just hitting cross court. She loves to go up and hang for a while, wait for the block to come down and get off balance, and then rip the ball.
That's Kristen Caper serving the libero. Ellen Orchard puts it away for the first kill of the game, and Cal takes over 2-0.
Caper with a nice little jump floaty, get Nebraska off balance there.
Short serve saved by Hoteling. Here's Pressey. As the Nebraska players got tied up and a kill by Pavin. But they can't handle it, and now Bears take a 3-0 lead. Does it look like Nebraska's maybe a little flat-footed right now?
No, they're fine. Pavin just ripped that ball cross court, and Cal made a great dig into the coffin corner.
Pavin, saved by Cal. Pressey using the block. And now Cal takes a 4-0 lead, and that's just a little bit of what Pressey can do.
And it's beautiful. You've got the 5'8" Pressey going against 6'5" Pavin on the outside. Pressey turning down the line and just tooling the block.
Stalls now using the block, and Nebraska finally on the board, and they'll get the serve.
And as she was last night against Michigan State, Tracy Stalls is one of the real glue factors for this team. She's so consistent and hits with such high efficiency out of the middle.
That's Pavin serving. Here's Pressey again. And a little too hard off the block there.
And the 6'3" Chutra there with a perfect pass, setting up Pressey on the outside, one-on-one against the smaller setter, Rachel Holloway, and she just tools her off the back end of the court.
Too much muscle there for Morgan Beck, and the serve is going to go back to Nebraska. This is going to be Christine Hoteling, and what a great story. Hoteling coming back from injury last year. She was the former ABCA Player of the Year, and now making big contributions for Nebraska. As Ellen Orchard says hello.
And Ellen Orchard just unloads on that little back flare. There you're going to see her just ripping it down the line. Banworth, nothing she can do except protect herself on that one. It's a perfect set.
This is Pressey serving. And Stalls using the block right here on the right side, and Chutra couldn't handle it.
And Holloway and Stalls doing their own version of the back flare there. Good block by Chutra. She took a nice angle on that, just couldn't press over in time.
And UCLA, the best blocking team in the Pac-10, but not when it's one-on-one against Tracy Stalls. Here's Pavin. Set up now Jordan Lawson. Great dig by Kristen Cap. Pavin using the block and almost taking you and I out here, Mike.
There you're going to see Pressey just can't get enough on it, and great defense right there for Kristen Cathan. There's Pressey cuffing it, and Nebraska finishes again with Pavin hitting from the 10-foot line. Such a great opposite. You love to have your opposite delivering from the 10-foot line, and there's a shank pass for Cal, and Nebraska pulling themselves right back here in game 1.
Yeah, they only trail by 1 now. Tracy Stalls with the first ace of the game. Right into the top of the net. But you can see how when she gets going, you better just get out of the way, because that's a rocket.
Yeah, and Chutra needs that set to be just a little bit higher so she can really gather herself and reach. That set was a little low and a little inside.
Carly Lloyd, the freshman setter for Cal, having a great year, and that's Chutra on the kill.
And Carly Lloyd, just a freshman, but that was a veteran move right there. You have Chutra hitting in the net. The play before, Lloyd goes right back to her, gives her a nice set on the outside, a little bit higher, and Chutra can get her rhythm and unload a little bit.
Ellen Orchard with an ace of her own.
Well, Ellen Orchard had 2 aces last night, and she starts out tonight with another nice deep floater. That's
Larson, nice touch by Chutra. lead, playing the ball back to the Nebraska side. Here's Chutura, kept alive by Hoteling. And what a move by Pressey and Lloyd. Corey Cooper finishes it off. You know, Corey Cooper doesn't get a lot of press because of Nebraska's such a flashy team. They have so many All-Americans, but she can just flat out get it done when you need a point.
And there's great defense there by Chutra. That was a great rally. You see both teams playing great defense, playing great volleyball. And this is what this is all about.
There's Larson using the block, and Nebraska's tied it up 8-8.
Jordan Larson so effective on the outside. She's got all the moves. She can hit it down the line. She can hit it cross court, hits it deep, moves it around very well. Very physical, very strong.
Rachel Holloway serving, the setter for Nebraska. Chutura with the paintbrush, and it works.
And that's what every great outside hitter can do. They can bring the heat, and then they can get the defense on their heels and then drop the little dink over the block. That's a perfect shot there for Hannah.
Now this is the freshman Lloyd serving. She's got that crazy spin serve, tough to handle. Cal keeping it alive. There's Pressey on the cover. And Morgan Beck gets stuffed. Nice roof by Nebraska.
Sarah Pavin did a real nice job on the right side of stepping in and taking away that seam or that middle cross court. It's a nice roof.
Too much muscle there by Larson, and the serve will go back to Chutura and Cal.
Well, you're going to get service errors from Jordan Larson, but if she's on her game, she's also going to get the opposing reception in trouble many times with her jump serve.
Here's Cooper again all over that middle, and a quick set by Holloway, perfectly executed.
And Corey Cooper's doing a real good job. It starts with a perfect pass here, but Cooper's doing a real good job of being up in the air early and waiting for that quick set, and that's how it happens.
This is the libero Banworth, and she serves it right out of bounds. It's going to be Cal's ball again. They lead 11-10.
And that's what drives a coach nuts. You understand when Larson misses a tough jump serve, but then Banworth has got to come back and get that floaty in. You don't like missing multiple serves in a row.
That was Hoteling. Doug. And Cal comes. No, that was, I'm sorry, out of bounds on the far side. Nebraska gets the ball back, and it's 11 all.
Yeah, just a little bad timing there between Lloyd and Orchard in transition. You get those easy point scoring opportunities. You want to take advantage of them.
That's Pavin with that rocket serve. Here's Pressey. Nice dig by Larson, but it goes right out of bounds, and another kill for Angie Pressey.
And another smart hit for Angie Pressey. Noticing that Holloway is on the outside, she just went up and elevated and hit right over the top of that block.
Pressey already 4 kills in the game. That was Beck serving. There's Stalls with another kill. And the senior leadership that Stalls has been able to show. I know that John Cook, he brags about it, he raves about it, because she's like another coach in the locker room.
And Stalls and Holloway have such a nice connection between themselves with all the different quick sets that they run. It's really a nice tandem.
Pressey again, but nice up by Hoteling. This time, Nebraska a little deceptive on their own right. Nice dump by Larson.
And Christina Hoteling, she's been very active in the back row, picking up defensive plays. That time she shifted over to the line and made a great defensive play. And defense leads to scoring points.
Here's Lloyd for Pressey. Right off of Holloway, but no, they're going to say it's out of bounds, and the point goes to the Cornhuskers. It's 14-12. Nebraska leads.
Angie Pressey doing a nice job of trying to sell this argument right now, but unfortunately Carrie Lloyd is just a little inconsistent right now in her sets to the outside. They're a little inside, they're a little outside, they're a little close. She's got to find a nice range for her outside hitters and hit that spot every time.
That was a beautiful pipe set by Lloyd right there. And Chutra coming from the backcourt.
Chutra bringing big heat from the 10-foot line.
Larson, nice up by Pressey. And it's going to be a double hit on Nebraska.
There's a timeout on the floor.
And with Nebraska, with a 15-13 lead, it's still very early on here. Come on back, Cal and Nebraska, the NCAA Women's Volleyball Regional Final. Welcome back to Madison, Wisconsin. Nebraska leading Cal 15-13. And Mike Dodd, this has been a crazy regional with upsets. Washington losing to BYU, Wisconsin, Iowa State put on quite a run until they ran into Cal last night. And Kansas State of the Big 12 losing to Oregon of the Pac-10, and Dayton. They've completely turned their program around. Thought they had a smooth sailing by getting the home site for the sub-regional, but to no avail.
Well, you look at all of those upsets. I think the Iowa State beating Wisconsin here on Wisconsin's floor was one of the bigger upsets in college volleyball.
That was a service error, so Cal gets the point and the serve back. We saw Christy Johnson, what she's done with that Cyclones program at Iowa State has just been remarkable. There's Cooper, and Lloyd can't handle the kill.
Nice break there for Corey Cooper. Her spike kind of hit the top of the net and threw off Lloyd's defense, and another great kill for Nebraska.
This is Holloway, the setter, serving. And a tough set by Lloyd, and Chutra is able to handle it, and somehow Cal gets a point out of that.
And again, the good news is that Chutra saved the ball and ended up taking advantage of Nebraska kind of relaxing on defense. The bad news is it's another set by Carrie Lloyd to the outside that is just not really on the mark, way too tight.
And as a freshman, do you think it's just nerves a little bit in this regional final?
Could be nerves, could be lights, could be a lot of different things, but whatever it is, you can't keep going. She's got to settle it down and hit the right spots. That's her job as the setter.
And there's Chutra with another blast, this time cross court. And Cal's tied it up 16-16.
And watch this play. Chutra rips, but Corey Cooper comes down a little bit, and her ankle looked a little ginger on that play. You got to watch that.
A set for Pavin, tooling off the block on the left side, and Nebraska gets the serve back and the lead.
Pavin doing a real nice job hitting on that left side. She doesn't hit there that often, but still effective hitting that ball down the line.
And a rocket serve by Larson. There's Cressy on the pipe kill.
Nebraska did a real good job of reading that play. They got the blockers up. Cressy's still able to hit it through the block. There you see, and down for another kill.
She's the only player in the Cal program to be all Pac-10 all 4 years. That's how much Angie Pressey means to this program and is being recognized by the Pac-10 tough conference. Shooter on the tap. And a roof up front by Pressey and Kat Riley.
Kat Riley does a real good job of seeing Larson come. She knows she likes to hit across her body out of that pipe. Just takes away the cutback, and a big block for Cal.
And there's Kat Riley again, this time coming up with the kill in the middle. And Cal takes a 2-point lead, 19-17, and John Cook wants to talk it over with his squad. Cal's leading 19-17. It's game 1 of the women's NCAA regional final in Madison. Come on back. Welcome back to Madison, Wisconsin. The Bears taking it to the defending champs, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. And there's Angie Pressey already tonight with 5 kills, and it could be because of some good genes. We saw her get up. Her dad is NBA legend Paul Pressey. He's now an assistant coach with the New Orleans Hornets, 11 years in the NBA. And maybe we know where that leaping ability comes from, and there she just did it up again at the net.
And they say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. I think Angie might jump a little better than her dad. And Cal is doing exactly what made them the leader in the Pac-10 in blocks and serving. They're blocking, they're serving tough. Shooter missed that one, but she had 2 aces before that. And that's how Cal has been able to build this small lead on Nebraska.
The libero Banworth now serving for Nebraska. Freshman. Here's Pressey off the block, and that one was going about 1,000,000 miles an hour.
And chalk that one up. Pressey will get the kill, but Carrie Lloyd gets a huge assist. That was a tough pass, short. Lloyd very quick, very athletic, able to get to it, make a great bump set. Pressey did the rest.
There's Pavin, nice dig by Lloyd, the freshman, but it goes It goes off to the left. And the Huskers will get the serve back.
And this is the previous play. Watch how high Pavin gets over the net on the outside. Pressy good, getting away from that block of Pavin.
And stalls, and Hoteling putting on the roof on Ellen Orchard, and she was all alone to take the brunt of that double block.
And again, Carrie Lloyd's got to mix it up, get a little more deceptive. Nebraska is really reading her sets well right now.
Pavin with another rocket. And Pressy puts it down cross court, and Cal gets a serve back. They lead 22-20.
And what a luxury to have the out, the nice outside hitter that you can just throw it out there nicely, high outside. Pressy just doing her job. And that takes a lot of pressure off of a young freshman setter to know that you've got that good outside hitting there whenever you need it. And that'll help her get her rhythm.
Rich Feller called her, inch for inch, the best player in college volleyball right now. And you see there the kill by Hoteling.
Nebraska just loaded with talent and great technical volleyball players. Christina Hoteling, one of the very best.
And that one is going to be ruled out of bounds. Pressy thought that it had been tipped by Nebraska, and Hoteling will get the serve back as she's tied the score 22-22.
And there you see Pressy trying to go up and high off of Holloway down that line.
And this is going to be a free ball for Nebraska. Larson on the kill.
Jordan Larson gets the set on the outside. She's one-on-one. Great outside hitters just start licking their chops on the way in, and she just beats that ball cross court.
Here's Hoteling for her third serve in a row, and it goes right into the net, a service error, and Cal will get the serve back.
Pressy likes to serve that standing float serve from further back away from the end line. Try to get that ball to dance and move around in the air.
Here's Larson, and she gets stuffed by Orchard and Lloyd up on the right side, and Ellen Orchard leading the Pac-10 in blocks. She's also Cal's all-time blocks leader. She could flat out get it done at the net.
That time Jordan Larson got a little greedy, dropped her arm and just tried to rip it by Carrie Lloyd down the line, and Lloyd stuffed it.
Pipe set for Pavin, and it's dug by Pressy. Shooter right into the Nebraska bench, and it's tied 24-24. You can see that this first game so important. 83% of the time, the person who wins the first game wins the match. Shooter looks like a little miscommunication there with the set.
No, it's the setting again. Carrie Lloyd, the set before this, well off the net in transition on the 10-foot line. That set low and on top of the net and inside. These are tough sets to hit.
And for Cal, after Lloyd, they don't have any more setters. So it's important that Lloyd really gets into the game and gets it right quickly. And Cal gets a point back there.
And again, a broken play by Cal, and Nebraska unable to take advantage of that play defensively. That's just going to give John Cook fits over there on the sidelines.
This is Orchard. Nice cover by Morgan Beck. Pressy, and a good pipe set that time by Lloyd. Pavin right into the net, uncharacteristic, and Cal now 4 points away from taking this first game.
And Cal doing a real good job of every time that they've had a little lead and then Nebraska has closed the gap and started to impose their will. Cal has not buckled. They've continued to block, play great defense, and maintain this lead.
Set for Larson again. Nice dig by Pressy. Shooter on another bomb, and it isn't handled by the back row. And now Cal is 3 points away, and John Cook cannot believe what he's seeing now. And it's been all Angie Pressy in this first game. Jordan Larson not looking bad herself. We'll be back. Cal's up 27-25. We're back here in Madison, Wisconsin. Cal leading in this first game 27-25 over the reigning national champs, Nebraska. This is Ellen Orchard serving for the Bears. That's Cooper again, and every time they have set a back set for Cooper, she has been dynamite. Cooper
and Holloway connecting very nicely, and Nebraska started out early in the match with a lot of quick sets to the middle and flare sets to the middle hitters on the right side, and I think they need to go back to that.
And a nice kill by Nebraska. We're in Madison, Wisconsin for the NCAA Women's Regional Final. Maggie Gray, Mike Dodd, the volleyball legend. And a quick timeout as this score is tied 27-27. And college basketball continues on ESPNU Sunday night as the Villanova Wildcats, led by Scotty Reynolds, take on the Temple Owls. Or you can watch a little basketball. The UCLA Bruins in this volleyball matchup take on Stanford. That's going to be presented by Enterprise Rent-A-Car, and you can see it coming up tonight at 11:30. And that will be the final regional final, and we can see who's made it into the semifinals and who will go to Sacramento. And Mike, it's been all Angie Pressey so far. She's been dynamite. 7 kills from 14 attempts, and just, we called her the anchor of this team. And she's got so much heart, and she can get up.
Yeah, she can definitely get up. And again, her father was Paul Pressey, a great NBA player, and she's inherited a lot of that athletic ability. Not just the jumping, she's playing great defense. She's obviously a very skilled volleyball player. And what I admire and just is amazing is that she's 5'8", and in this modern day of collegiate women's volleyball, 5'8", you're almost automatically directed in the direction of becoming a libero, and she is one of the best outside hitters in the country at 5'8".
And certainly one of the all-time best players in Cal history, could be Pac-10 history. It's 27-all. There's Pressey again. Nice dig by Banworth. Larson helps it over. Chutura with another rocket, and now Cal is 2 points away from taking this first game.
Carrie Lloyd with a real nice bump set in transition. That was just one of those bang-bang types of plays. She gets it out there for Chutura, who knows what to do when she gets that ball on the outside, hitting so hard.
Speaking of fathers who are basketball players, Chutura's father, Zoran, played for the Olympic basketball team for Yugoslavia. So some good genes there, too. This is Pavin, and a nice block on the side by Morgan Beck and Kat Riley. And Cal is using the defense, and now they're 1 point away from the first game.
And you see Morgan Beck getting real excited. The last time out, Pavin tooled her down the line. That time, Beck got out there a little further, took that line away, and came up with a huge block for Cal.
Game point for Cal. Nice up by Pressey. Kept alive by Chutura. And a rare triple block you saw, but you really didn't need 3 bodies because Pressey couldn't really get too much velocity on that.
And Nebraska showed a lot of patience there. They waited for Pressey to hang, and she hit the little dink shot. Pavin reached way over and knocked it down. And
it looks like Rich Feller wants to talk it over with his team. Cal on their second game point, and now you college basketball fans. It continues on ESPNU Sunday night. Villanova, led by Scotty Reynolds, takes on the Temple Owls. It's a battle for Philadelphia. College basketball on ESPNU Sunday at 7 Eastern. For more information, log on to ESPNU.com. And this Nebraska team, very experienced, and this program is very respected. Second most regional appearances all time behind Stanford.
Yeah, and on top of that, Nebraska's made it to the national semifinals 10 times. I mean, this program has so much tradition and so much talent and just everything going for it between all the fans, the community, what John Cook has built and improved upon. at Nebraska is really incredible.
Penn State also has 27 regional appearances, so we got to put them up there. They also won tonight. They're on to Sacramento. And Cal is 1 point away from taking this first game. It's going to be Jordan Larson serving for the Cornhuskers, trying to keep them alive. Chutra, game over. The first game goes to the Cal Bears, and they came ready to play tonight. Chutra is just absolutely on fire.
And psychologically, that was just a huge play for Cal. Carrie Lloyd went up, jumped, and made a perfect set to the outside for Chutra. And I tell you, that was a big play for Lloyd and a big play for Cal.
When we come back, game 2, Chutra already with 8 kills in the first game. It's the women's NCAA volleyball regional final when we come back.